morning, everybody. It is Friday. Aren't you happy? I am. It is Friday. And look, just in honor of a sunset, and maybe tonight we'll have a beautiful sunset. I don't know. It's a happy day. That's a big cup, and it's big as my head. Lord. I tell you what, it's an awful good cup of coffee, too. So this is my yellow cup of sunshine. A happy smiley face. So this is what we're going to do on Friday, right? Because it's a 3-day weekend for us here in Alabama because it's Columbus Day on Monday. Hey, Gina. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, Dana. So today we're doing a sunset eye. We're using Addiction Palette 5. I don't use Addiction Palette 5 enough. I don't give it enough credit because it is the most easiest palette to use, and it is probably the most intimidating palette to use. Thank you, Charmaine. Happy, joy, happy, joy. I love that, Dana. That's a good thing. Look at that cup. Man, coffee's good. Doesn't matter when you have it. It's good. You used it today? Hey, Laura. Hey, Pamela. So this is a really easy palette to use. I'm going to show it to you. I know it's scary. I know it has a scary sense of, emotion for you when you see it because it is over-the-top pops of color. Wait a minute. I have to roll my sleeves up. When I'm doing my work, I have to roll my sleeves up. I don't want to get stuff all over me. Hi, good morning, Pamela and Amy. See this? Isn't this gorgeous? Look at the line. I'll try to, these are very, very iridescent. The consistency of these shadows are very different from the other Addiction palettes. These, yes, they are a shimmer. And yes, you can do full effects with them by using a little bit of rose water. If you spray it on your brush, you can really get some dramatic. And these would be great for like Halloween makeup too, some really pretty, yeah, it's your first state holiday. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to being off. I had that flu shot, and I think it's giving me a little bit of touch of nasally stuff going on. I don't know what's going on. I got the puffy eyes, but the shot, it's still kind of sore a little bit, but I hope it goes away. I don't want this. Good morning, Cheryl. Okay, so let me just show you how iridescent some of these can be. Let's just do this really bright, brilliant color. Now, I just barely touched. Look how pigmented these are, and look how it shines on my hand. Is that not incredible? I think this is the most beautiful palette, and the first time I ever used it, I was really intimidated, so I understand. I understand the intimidation. You got yours on the 13th. Yay! Well, have you done an eye with it yet? So, you cannot find the rose water anywhere. Well, on the website, it looks like this now. It's in a purple bottle. It used to come in a bottle like this. And I kept the old bottle because I just thought the bottle was pretty. And I could put water in it if I need to. If I ran out of rose water. I use rose water every single morning. I shower. And it is the first thing that I put on my face. So it's on the website, Pamela. I'm going to put my link on here at the end. And I pin it. And you can go and look and see if you can find it. Yeah, it's a different bottle. It doesn't look, everything is purple now. And I guess that, everything's going to this and it's more of a plastic, where this is glass. This is actual glass. So they changed the design of it. Maybe they were breaking a lot of them. I don't know. But let's get started with this. This is a really easy look. I don't have to do a lot of blending with these colors. They kind of blend into each other very nicely. I'm not going to use this bright color, of course. That's a little too bright for me. But I am going to use, let me see if I can wipe it off so I can see it. Vindictive, Suspicious, and Vintage. And then we're going to use a pop of Fearless. We're going to be fearless today, too. Well, sunset has lots of these colors. These colors right here remind me of a sunset. All of these right here. It's kind of what you would see as the sun's going down and then it changes. So let me close my eyes so you can see. See all the colors? And I just layer them on top of each other. And when you close your eyes after using this palette is simply amazing. Amanda! Hey, girl. Gosh, I wish I could come visit y'all in Prattville. I miss you guys. I miss y'all. I miss my DA family. I do. But let me close my eye and let me see. Is it moving with the light? It should be because these are so shimmery. It's but they go on flawlessly. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this color right here first. This color is Suspicious. I mean, Vindictive. But I'm just patting it using, see, I've got a little bit of color. I am going to tap it off because we don't want too much. And what we're going to do is come right in here and put this Vindictive color. We're going to pat it on. And then I'm going to come back and use my pressed powder too, because the pressed powder is going to become my outer layer across here. So I can keep this openness here through right through this area here. I love, love, love doing that. As a matter of fact, let's do that right now before I forget to do it. You know I got to do it. Whoop. Let's see, I got the wrong one. Hang on. I got the wrong, where is it? Oh, it's this one. Here it is. I'm going to take this and we're going to run it right through here. And you do not have to use, you can use whatever color you like. I just happen to like this pressed powder. I like the color of it. It seems to blend well. It reminds me of the color of Elated that I used to love in Addiction Palette 1. So, and since I loved Addiction Palette 1 so much, I've used all of Elated. And so I don't have any more. And I can't get any more. Hey, Michelle. All right. Let's finish this. Let's get it going. I love this colors. All right, Vindictive. Put Vindictive halfway. Don't go all the way. Do it halfway. Like half of your eye down here. And do bring it up in the corner, because this sunset's got to start over here and it's got to work its way over, right? Because we're working toward the sunset. But pat this color on. You basically want to kind of pat all of these colors on, especially if you got older eyes. Simply because, you know, we have a lot of crepiness there. But these have a different consistency than, say, a true shimmer. I call these glimmer. They're not quite like shimmer. They're glimmer. So let's go on to the next color. The next color we're going to use is Suspicious. And Suspicious is, this light doesn't do these justice. This right here actually looks really red, but that's really a copper color. And we're going with that one next. But this one right here, we're going to do first right here. This is Suspicious Minds. And we're going to use this is my deluxe brush. And so we did half here. Now, guess what? We're going to do this half with this. We're going to pat this color in. So right now I have a half and half eye. I have half is Vintage and half is Suspicious. I'm vintably suspicious. Oh, yes. There was a lot of patting going on this morning. Pat, pat, pat. Dab, dab, dab. I don't have another word for that. I'm sorry. I wish I did. You know, I just kind of pat and dab. Now, when I do get up here at the top, because I have hooded eyes, I want this color up above, so I'm going to have to kind of feather it up a little bit. Hey, Kimmy! Kimmy from Texas. One day we got to meet, girlie. We do. Me and you could get in trouble, I'm sure, together. We're a lot alike. So I'm going to pat a little of this color right up here on my brow bone, and then I'm just going to kind of feather it just lightly up, because you don't want to have an edge there. You want it to kind of blend into the other color that I have, the pressed powder. So just kind of blend it up. It's a very, very, very pretty color. Blend, blend, blend. Feather it. Feathering is a technique that you can use. Yes, ma'am. You can use it. I would join. Yes, Dana. We need a girls' trip. Can we do a girls' trip? I miss doing that. Well, I had a girls' trip last weekend. Of course, Marky, you know, he's our guy. He drives us around. He's a good tour guide, too. He knows where everything is. He's got like one of those, it's like a homing pigeon. He can find everywhere he needs to go. Isn't that funny? Okay. Vintage. Vintage we're going to put in the crease. So I'm actually using, ding, the crease brush. Yes. What color pressed powder did I use? I used velour on my eyes. I used velour. I think velour is like the prettiest. I mean, I know it's a pressed powder and I know it's a foundation, but this color here, this is velour. It's very light and it just brightens up that area, and it's powder. So I need, and it stays. This foundation stays on really well, so you don't have to worry about it coming off, that's for sure. At all, until you take it off. All right, let's use this color right here. Vintage. Now, vintage is copper. Even though it doesn't look copper, it is copper. All right, this color. I think I pointed to the wrong one, this one. This color here is going in our crease. I got quite a bit. I'm going to tap some of it off. Hey, Teresa, good morning, girlie. And just come right in your crease. Find your eyeball. Because think of a sunset. A sunset fades into different colors. So that's what this is all about. It's about fading each color into each other. So keeping this in the crease, because this is our color that transitions on top of the suspicious. And then we've got, but see how pretty it's starting to layer? Very, very easy stuff to use. It is. And I do bring it out here in the corner just a little bit. You got to have a little bit in the corner. And then just come back up. And I do pat here on the sides. But see, it's already taken shape. That is so pretty and so easy to use. Now we do have one more color to use. One more. I just love the way these go on. I really don't have to blend a whole lot. They kind of just flow into each other. It's amazing. Amazing! All right, we're going to come back with that same brush. I'm going to wipe it off in my hand. Wipe it off in your hand. Let's get some coffee, Lord. Look at my coffee cup. Look, Kimmy, it's happy day. Teresa says, can't stay long. Have to get the boys up for school, and they never want to get up. I remember those days. That happens in my house still. Some people just don't like to get up. I'm not going to say who it is. It's the little girl named Hogan. She's not a morning person. And neither is her mommy. All right, Fearless. And I am a morning person. What's up with that? Fearless right here. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's where we're headed, Fearless. We're going to put Fearless right here in the corner only. Only in the corner. And I love to start by patting it right here in this corner. And then I start working it out and coming back just a tad. You know, I find it hard to do corners now because my skin moves. Does yours do that? I always have happy in the morning. I am a morning person. If I could not have to go to work, I would be out on my back patio watching the squirrels. Yes, I would, because watching the squirrels is like, I don't know. I watched them last night. There was 3 of them. They were playing. I just assumed they were like brothers and sisters, and they were running everywhere. And that was kind of fun to watch them. Little squirrels having fun. I'll be in a rocking chair when I'm able to enjoy that. So that's how long I'm going to have to work. Hey, Casey. Casey, maybe you can call and get Hogan up. Hogan wants to be lazy today. She wants to be lazy. I have to go in there and wake her up. No, her mommy will get her up. They'll be up in a little bit. You'll know when Hogan's up, though, believe me. She's non-stop talking all the time, all the time. Now, see how pretty that is? That Addiction Palette is just, Addiction Palette 5 is so pretty. Now, I'm not really putting on a whole lot of color as far as trying to darken it or anything like that. I'm just strictly keeping it to where it's in layers in different colors. There we go. And they kind of blend into each other. Now, I am going to come back. Your daughter's the same way, not a morning person. Oh, that's so hard. Your skin moves. I know, it's aggravating. What can we do about that besides surgery? Anybody got any suggestions? I can hold it out like this, but then I'm stretching it, and that's not good either. I don't want to do that either. Okay, let's put a little liner on. We've got to tight line. I tight lined over here. I'm going to tight line on this side. Let me wipe this off. I'm sorry, this is gross. I know. Y'all have got to find a new hairdresser. Look, it's time. My hairdresser moved away. Joe left. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got to find a new one. There's a place here in Wetumpka called the Gab, which I think I'm going to go to. We need to do something to shrink it. Yeah. What could I do? You know, like shrink wrap. You put something on, and then you put the blow dryer on it, and it just goes, it sucks all back up in there, and it stays. We need to invent that. I'm going to put Mark on that. Mark could do that. He could figure out something. I don't know what you do. It's just aging. We just have to learn to work with it, Dana. And I do every day. I work with it. I'm using Perfect, if y'all didn't realize I'm using black. Oh, I'm sure there's some creams or something out there, and they probably cost so much. I couldn't afford it anyway. Nope. All right, I am putting a baby wing. A baby, just a little baby. I like a little dark color in the corners of my eyes because I like a little more definition on the sides so it comes out. Girls, who's going to fix your road now? I don't know. Look, I gotta find it. I gotta find it soon. I think I'm gonna call and see if Paula can fix me up down at the Gab. She's in Wetumpka. She's one of my friends. And she's got a cutest little shop down in Wetumpka. I love to go in there because she always has like gifts and clothes and jewelry, stuff I don't need, but I will get. My husband, he's like, don't go in there, because I know I'm always going to get something. And that would be the key. So every time I'd go get my hair done, I'd have to buy something else too. Oh well. It is what it is. All right, we're going to use some of this right here. Vintage. Underneath, we got to have a little color underneath. And then we're going to come back and add just a tad of, I got to do my mascara too. So I want to get all this done. And I want to show you a new blush that I haven't put on my blush yet. If you can't tell, I haven't put on any. I haven't put on any though. Because I have a new blush. And yes, it is by Younique. But it's one that came in the Kudos last month. And, all right, I'm coming back with Vindictive. And I just want to show you how pretty it is. It's a very light color. Hey, Tony. Tony, you like makeup? Your wife likes makeup, right? Hey, Susan. All right, let's get this on. Let's get this going. Let's get this over. I do have to hit the road. I wish I had more time in the morning. Maybe one day. One day I'm going to be in a rocking chair. And I'll still be doing this for y'all. We'll just be doing different kinds of looks then. I don't know what I'll be doing at that point in my life. I think I could possibly move on into this, into my 60s. Just keep doing this. I am going to add a little color on top of. I like to come back and add just a little bit of color back on top of, not on my liner, but just a little bit above it. I just think it's really pretty if you kind of finish it out and darken it just a tad. Now, anything else you think I need? What's it look like I need? I think I need a little more vintage. No, I need a little more superstitious, the color that I used here. I just need to feather up just a little bit right through here so you can see it better. So basically I have on 4 colors from this palette. And I have on a pressed powder, which is the lighter color you see. And we're also going to take a little bit, we're going to take this It's Cosmetics brush, and we're going to take a little bit of concealer. When is your mom going to live with you? I spent my day with my mother yesterday. I had to leave. I got to work. I had to leave work. She had some problems. And I had to go get her. And so we're working on that. We have got to hurry up, and I've got to hurry up and get her here. Because for my peace of mind, if nothing else. Hey, good morning, Cindy. She has a lot of issues. She really does. And she just doesn't need to be alone anymore. I'm cleaning up underneath my eyebrow here with just a little bit of concealer. Just to lighten up and clean that line. There we go. And you're using this. No, do a live with you. Oh, my mom. Let me just say this. She is a fashionista, even though she's going through all these things. I went to get her yesterday morning, and when I got there, guess where she was? In the bathroom, putting on makeup. And I said, Mama, we don't have time for you to put on makeup. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Looking like this. And I said, okay. So I had to wait on her a few minutes for her to get her makeup on. Yes, I tell you. Live with you, not live. Yes. Mom could do a live with me. Yeah, she could. But she did. She was here one day, but she really doesn't understand the concept of people watching. I understand it, and she does. Even Hogan. Hogan's like, you know, she steals the show when she's around anyway. She's a mess. But my mother has scoliosis, osteoporosis, AFib. There's so many things that are going on with her. Fibromyalgia. It's just a combination of things, and I think yesterday, all of it working together, just, I had to take her. I had to take her, and we had to get her some pain stuff, and so that she can sleep. She's not been sleeping, and she was just really unable to get around yesterday. It was kind of hard, but I got her there, and we got her taken care of, and then I got her home, and I stayed, made sure she was going to be okay with her medication, but now I'm going to work today, and I think she was much better when I left. The medicine was kicking in, and it was just what she needed. Relief. Relief from pain. There's nothing worse than being in pain, and evidently she had been in pain for a few days and just hadn't really been saying much about it until yesterday morning. Oh, thank you. I hope my children will do it for me one day, because I'm sure I'm going to be in that same boat at some point in my life. And she took care of me. I'm going to take care of her. And she can always live here with me. And she can go back and forth. My brother lives in Florida. And, she loves the beach, and she can go down there. You deal with that daily, and it's no fun. Yeah. It's, well, she's by herself. And she's in a house, though, Teresa, but she's lived in that house for 60 years. So she's kind of not wanting to move. And so there's my dilemma. I may have tuned in late. Do you put a lighter than base concealer under eyes on same color? For concealer, today I did put on, last night I did a tutorial on just basics of foundation and concealer. And so if you scroll down in my news feed, you will see that. But today I did the same thing I did last night. I used velour, and my foundation is taffeta. So velour is one shade lighter. I used this so much the plastic thing came off of here, look. And I still have more to use, so, But I do use this. I did use this under my eyes just right here this morning, right around my nose, and I use my fingers to pat it in. And I always make sure I have plenty of this Uplift Serum right here in the corners. And if you ever put the concealer on and it looks cakey, you can always add a little bit of this, just a tad, and kind of blend it in with it, and it will thin it out, and it will go on better. And then you can kind of come back over it with a little bit of powder after you let it set for a few minutes. That's what I do. And then you won't have all that stuff settling in your lines. That's the problem. Everything settles into those little lines, and you can just literally take your finger and pull it out, and you can see the stuff in your lines. Oh, yeah, you have a blessed day too, Teresa. Okay, there we go. There's your sunset eyes. Let me close my eyes. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love it. Love it, love it. Now we're going to do a little bit of this new, it's a limited edition though, blush. But this is Serene. Yes, Serene. This came in the Kudos last month, so I ordered 2 Kudos. And I got one color that was darker and this color. And I tried this color yesterday for the first time ever. You're welcome, Susan. Mine do too before I do anything to them. They might look tired all the time. I've already put some bronzer on. Now, I'm going to use this little powder puff, and we're going to take some of this. And I just want you to see how pretty this color is. I just loved it. It's very light. And, my eyes are kind of dramatic today, so I don't want a whole lot of drama drawn to my face. So I'm just basically kind of patting this on. And you can see I do not put blusher on my cheeks. No. The apples of my cheeks, I don't do that anymore. I basically will start about right where my eye is here, down and up. Just right in this area here. And remember back in the 80s where they had something called draping? If you like a little sunburnt kind of look, you can come right up here and do draping. Just a little bit of pop of color there, and it makes it look like you've been out in the sun when you haven't. So that's just another little tip. I like to do that sometimes. Hey, Ashton. My daughter's name is Ashton. Another Ashton. I like that. Hey, Stacy. This is such a pretty color. Now, we got to do some lippos. And I was going to do a berry lip, but I think my eyes are so... I want my eyes to stand out more than my lips today. So, we're going to use Pouty. Pouty's going to be my to-go-to little color here today. And I'm just going to line my lips with it. And then I'm going to put another color in the center. And we will be done with this lip. Wow, my eyes are like popping. I mean, that is some sunset color right there. I love Addiction Palette 5. Don't be scared of it. Try it. And hey, and remember, this month, I just thought about it. This month, if you order an Addiction Palette, you get a free sample of our eye primer. So that's a win-win. You can try it before you buy it. And I use that. I use it every day. I wouldn't do my eyes without putting on primer. Absolutely not. Not with these crepey babies. Because it gives you kind of a smooth canvas. It gives your makeup something to adhere to. And that's what you want. You want longer lasting and non-creasing eyes. So you don't want your eyeshadow just at the end of the day be sitting all right here in the crease. But this won't do it if you use a primer. All right, this color, let's see what color I'm using. I am using, I think it's Perky, maybe Peachy. Oh, it's Punchy. It's Punchy. Hey, faithful child. How are you? This is such a pretty color, too. And just kind of smooth it in with your fingers because it does set pretty quick, so you want to work quickly. Hey, Lisa. All right, let's come in the center. And just use your finger to kind of move that in. Because, see, I'm kind of doing an ombre lip to go with my, well, these are not ombre eyes. They're sunset eyes. But they do kind of, the colors bleed into each other. And you don't really know where one starts and one ends. So I guess maybe it could be ombre sunset eyes. Maybe. I'm going to rename it. But I do love a sunset eye. And this palette is so easy to use. And for those of you that are popping in, this is what I used. This is Addiction Palette 5 by Younique. I used Vindictive, Suspicious, Vintage, and Fearless. Those colors there. Fearless is beautiful. That purple color. Alright. See? That gives you a little ombre-ish look. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put a little bit of lip gloss on this. So, let me see what lip gloss I want to use. Let's use, well, this is Lucid, and this is a rose gold, so this will kind of fit the theme. I think I have a gold, though. I think I have a golden color. That might be really pretty. I don't know what it is. Oh, here it is. Let's do that one. This one is called Lunar, and it's one of my favorites. And it's a new color. It's a new color lip gloss, and our lip glosses, look, have little mirrors on the back, so you can sit and do your face in Walmart if you want to. Yeah, do my lips and standing in line. I've done that. That's why I know it works. Here you go. Pat it in, right here in the center. I don't do my whole entire lip. Because when you do your whole entire lip, it takes away from it looking pouty. So if you do it right in the center, and then you take the tip of this and you just come right along your vermilion border right there, right through there, it's going to give you a look of a bigger top lip too. Because your eye is drawn to light. So keep that in mind. Anywhere you put lighter color, like here and through here, if you're contouring, it brings it forward. So your lines don't show as much. So I use a lot of light tricks. So see, I'm just basically putting this right here in the top center and the middle. And that's it. That's a pretty lip color. That is pretty. I'm going to have to take this with me today because I'm going to have to reapply it, I'm sure, during the day. Okay. There you go. There's your sunset lips, sunset eyes. We're all sunset today. I'm ready to go to work. And I do love this. Maybe they'll bring this back. For those of you that got this color blush last month, try it. It is beautiful. I'm not really sure what color you would call it. It's got a lot of iridescency to it. It's kind of a peachy pink. I guess that would be the color. They're kind of peachy pink, and it's very, very light. And I love it. And I think it would be great on a mature face, too. So, because a lot of times we can overdo the color on our cheeks, and this just kind of gives you the look of like you're blushing. And so, you know, that's what I love about this color. When I first put it on, I was like, gosh, this is like the perfect color for someone who's older like us. I'm gonna draw attention to my eyes today, so I'm not drawing attention to my cheeks, my blush through here. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Let me put my website on here for you guys to take a look at Addiction Palette 5, and maybe you want to take advantage of that and get you some free eye primer. The eye primer, you can try it out. It's free this month. It comes with any addiction palette that you purchase. So try it out. It works. It really does. I'll see you guys. Oh, this is Friday. I'll probably stop back on here this weekend. You know me. I do YouTube live on Sundays, or I try to. I did get to do it last weekend, but I got to do it this weekend. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Kathy. You're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and share. And it helps me out when you do that. And I will stay on here forever. I swear I will. Now, y'all be happy. Put your happy face on and let's go face the world. Yes, ma'am. Y'all have a great weekend. Love you guys. Bye.